need you, I don't need you, I don't need your help. I don't need no help. I don't need you, I don't need you, I don't need your help. I can do better by myself. I can do better by myself. I can do better by myself, and I'ma make it to the top all by myself.
What it is, yo? What's up?
What's up, growing into my own? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today we have something a little bit different. So as I said, now that I am back, I will be having a lot of different content, some old, some new, but I wanted to enhance a lot of the things that I did, have on my channel. So as you guys know, one thing I love to do is travel. Traveling is definitely, my heart and definitely in my blood. On top of me having different travel vlogs and bring you guys on my different trips, I wanted to offer you guys a travel tips and trick guide for some of the places that I visit. Of course, I try to show you guys as much as I can. I'm not able to capture everything that I do on my trip because and still I want to enjoy my leisure. I want to enjoy my trip, so I do try to get as much as I can, but I'm not always able to get everything. So for things I'm not able to get, or some things I may not even be able to do while on my trips, I wanted to kind of give you guys a guide and different suggestions for when you do, or if you do decide to take a trip or visit some of the places that I've gone to. Of course, these are just my suggestions. If you guys have any more, list those in the comments below. Let me know if you go to any of these places. So without further ado, we're gonna get straight into this vlog. So I have my phone, excuse me, I will be using it as my reference, so I make sure I don't forget anything. So today our travel tips and tricks guide is for New Orleans, NOLA, but more specifically Mardi Gras. So if you have not yet watched my New Orleans, my Mardi Gras experience, make sure you guys go check out that vlog. Part 1 and part 2 should be up at this point. But if you guys visit, here are some of the things that I did and some of my suggestions so you can have a smoother sailing type of trip and experience. So my very first tip is definitely with any trip, but for Mardi Gras, you definitely want to book as early as possible. That means like flights, hotels, rentals, excursions if you decide to do any, but you want to book as early as possible. Honestly, like after Mardi Gras passes, I would say will probably be the best time, maybe that summer, to try and book early. I think we booked ours maybe October-ish, which we still had a decent rate, but it could have been a lot better. But the number one, if you're not able to get like your other things, if you can lock in a hotel, that would be great, because they go out so quick. You can always get refunded for those if you don't decide to go, but at least lock in a place where you're gonna lay your head. That's my biggest tip for you, because they book up quickly and the prices go through the roof. So my number one tip is book as early as possible if you know you want to go. My second tip is when you're looking for a place to stay, I would suggest to stay in the French Quarter. So the French Quarter is downtown. That's where everything is. That's where Bourbon Street, that's where the parade, that's where the turn up and all of the action is. And if for those who drink, or for those who just don't want to travel back and forth and spend that extra money on taxis or Ubers and carpooling, all of that, I would say stay downtown in the French Quarter. We stay downtown in the French Quarter. Don't remember. I want to say we stayed at the Marriott downtown. I'll get the exact name and probably put it somewhere down on the screen. But we stayed maybe 8 to 10 at the max, maybe even a little shorter, minutes away from Bourbon Street. So like, if you guys do drink, or those who do want to turn up and stuff, your safest bet is to get a hotel that's downtown so that you don't have to worry about that. Rather be safe than sorry. You just never know. And I think it was the most convenient if you want to go change anything, want to go rest, wake back up, because you party all freaking night. So I would say my second tip is to book a hotel, some type of sleeping arrangements downtown in the French Quarter. So my next tip is to wear comfortable clothes, especially shoes. So you guys, when I say like if you want to bring a heel or, you know, a little wedge or something, go ahead. But honestly, like sandals or for sure like closed toe shoes is probably your best bet, just because you're walking, you're standing, you know, it's a lot going on in there. There's so many people, and I would wear some shoes that you don't really care about. I had some simple like black and tan shoes that's easy to wipe off. It matches with everything, and I didn't really care about if they were to get messed up, because one, it's so many people that get stepped on. It's a lot of beads, there's like liquor, there's throw up, there's probably pee. It's a whole bunch of stuff on the ground, and they come every morning and clean it up, but there's so much that goes on. And honestly, our closed toe comfortable shoes, you really don't want to wear heels. Like, you're gonna be, not saying it's pointless if that's your style, then definitely, because I love heels, but I brought mine just in case. But for the most part, you don't need any type of heel. For my heel lovers and wearers, like, your best bet because you'll be walking so much is tennis shoes, closed toe shoes, or sandals. And it's not the warmest, it's decent weather, decent temperatures, but I would say closed toe shoes, comfortable clothes is your best bet. So my next suggestion would also be, okay, the different places you have to go. So Bourbon Street is where we spent probably 95% of our time. When we were there, we were on Bourbon Street from sun up to sundown. That's like where all the action is. That's where there's bars, there's clubs, strip clubs for those who want to, you know, throw a few dollars. Judgment free zone here, but we were there like the entire time. We also went and, you know, did a few other things, but Bourbon Street is your go-to and probably the place you're going to spend most of your time, if not all of your time. One thing I would say you must try when you go down there is crawfish. So any restaurant you go to, that's, you know, what it's about. Must try crawfish, but try their food. They have really good food places. We went to a few different places. I don't know, I try to include as many places as we did go on my blog, but some of the places that we did, whoa. So one, crawfish, but you have to try a seafood broil. So the seafood broil, you know, it's different seafoods for those who are not allergic, but they have like shrimp, crab legs, crawfish. You know, you can get a whole plethora of different things to eat, but you know, you have to try crawfish and broil at least once while you're there. They do have dishes that offer that as well, but you must try seafood broil while you're down there. But beware, because they do have, for those who are up north of that are like me, I'm used to my shrimp without heads. A lot of their things still have heads, eyes, tentacles, whiskers, all of that. So be safe, but do enjoy. Try some of the food places. Some of the food places that we went to or did not make it to are some places that you should try. We went to Ruby Slipper. Bomb food. They had great food. We also went to Cajun Seafood. They have a lot of different seafood places you can go to. Also, we went to Cafe Beignet, but the most famous place is the Cafe du Monde. That's where they offer like beignets, so that's like, you know, something that everyone like kind of goes down there to try. But we ended up going to Cafe Beignet because Cafe du Monde was just, the line was like wrapped around the building, so we didn't have time to like stand in line. But if you want to go, it's the same difference. But I know if you want to go to one of the infamous places, Cafe du Monde is a place that you should try. But there are a lot of different places. Oh, and one other thing you have to do when you're on Bourbon Street, get you a fish bowl. Listen, you won't be sorry. You'll be good for the rest of the night, okay? Trust and believe, you will not regret getting that. Definitely share for those who don't drink, but you definitely want to try you a fish bowl. Another thing you want to do while you're there, you want to make sure you go to the parade. So they have a parade, I believe it was Monday, and it was like beautiful. They had, you know, different HBCUs. Shout out, you know, I'm team HBCU. I graduated from HBCU, Central State University, my alma mater, but they had, you know, great parade. They had great floats. It was good times, good people, met a lot of people, and it was just a great vibe. But I will say, advice I would give is don't wait there. So we went there maybe around, I'll say 5 maybe we got there, and the parade didn't start till like 7. I'm not sure if it was late or if we just came super early, but they were like, yeah, it's getting ready to start, and it was packed. So I'm like, I didn't want to miss it. So one thing I would say is don't get there in a decent amount of time so you can have a good view, but don't wait there all day or for hours, I would say. But we had a good time just like standing there anyways. But that's just one tip of advice for those who do end up going to go see the parade. And for those who don't want to, Bourbon Street is still open for you. My other thing would be venture outside of just the French Quarter. They have a lot of things to offer in New Orleans. We went here and there. We did, you know, venture out a little bit, but like they have different excursions, like the swamp tour for those who, you know, are adventurous and want to try something new. We didn't get a chance to do that, but I do plan on doing that next time I do go. But just try to venture out or meet some locals and try to find out, like, you know, what are some things that they do there. I think that's really good if you go anywhere, whether it's, you know, Mardi Gras, but, you know, try to venture out and see what, you know, the city has to offer outside of tourist things. That's just a tip of advice for those you know, who are open to it. Overall, I would just say kind of go out there with an open mind, you know, ready to have a good time, and also make sure, you know, you guys get on some of those stages, and also be prepared to get no sleep. When I say we literally were up from, I think we went in between like 4 to 6 a.m. every night. But it'll be all worth it. You know, have a good time. It's such a good vibe. So many good people that we met, ran into. I don't know how we ended up, but if you watch the vlog, you'll see some of the times we ended up on like multiple stages while we were out there. Just, I don't know, having a good time. You would have thought we were somebody's celebrity, performer, artist, because we had the mics. We were up there, okay? And I had the best time of my life, like hands down. That's probably like the best nightlife experience I've had outside of, you know, other things, but like just being able to be a part. And I don't know what we got ourselves into, but it was fun, and I left with no voice. So that's how you know, if you don't leave wherever you are or you're traveling to without a voice, I don't know if you went hard enough or you enjoyed yourself enough. My last and final tip for your Mardi Gras experience is to stay that Tuesday. Fat Tuesday is what they call it. We actually left on Tuesday. We weren't aware of, you know, that was like the big shebang, you know, it was like, you know, the grand finale, and we did not stay for that, but I hear so many good things. They say that that's like the probably the ultimate day. If you're not even there for any other day, you don't want to miss that day. So definitely go and stay until Wednesday, or at least most of Tuesday if possible, so you can experience Fat Tuesday. I didn't get to, but I will be back. I've been back a few different times, but I only went to Mardi Gras once. So when I go back, I'll be staying on that Tuesday and be leaving Wednesday, so that I can, you know, experience Fat Tuesday at least once. So that is my last and final tip. So this concludes my tips and tricks travel guide New Orleans Mardi Gras edition. I hope this was helpful. I mean, I don't know, this is my very first one, so, you know, I'm learning, and I'm gonna keep trying to give you guys suggestions for when you guys, or if you guys decide to go to some of the places I travel to. If you guys have any suggestions for people that I did not include or might be from the area, this is just based off my first experience there and just kind of like some of the knowledge I gained. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Mardi Gras has officially been canceled for 2021, so I apologize, but I hope you guys watch this and kind of get and can plan your trip for 2022 and on out. Let me know how helpful this is or was if you do decide to go. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have not liked, comment, subscribe, make sure you do so now. Subscribe. I can't ask you guys enough. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.
I don't need your help. If I wanna do bad, I do it by myself. Nah, I don't need your help. If I wanna succeed, I do it by myself.